Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the channel. My name is Sky. As you know, New World right now is flooded with Great Axe Warhammer players. For the last week, I've been testing tons of builds to find the absolute best one to go up against this matchup specifically. To quickly go over the build, starting off with the Rapier, we're going to grab Tondo, Evade, and Riposte. I know what you're thinking. Tondo, Sky, isn't that trash? Isn't that a bad ability? I'm going to show you why a little later on, why it's amazing. Moving on to the musket, we're going to grab almost everything in the trapper tree, but we are going to grab empowering headshot on the left side. For our stats, we're also running 300 dexterity and 100 constitution for the extra beefiness and the automatic crits. Now, talking about who I'm versing specifically, I'm dueling Q Frank. He is by far the best Warhammer Great Axe player that I've ever encountered, and he knows everything there is to know about that weapon combo. You may think I'm joking because of his armor setup. He will choose not to wear his void bent chest piece so he can have extra mobility and way more damage when fighting ranged DPS. Obviously, if he fights a melee opponent, he'll throw on that heavy chest piece. So now, let's talk about the keys to victory in this specific matchup. Starting off, you're going to want to play as safe as possible. You're going to also take anything you can possibly get, whether it's a Tondo 5-6 meters away, and whip out that musket and get instant lock and load procs. You're going to want to keep Tondo stacks on the opponent for massive cooldown reduction and a lot of energy regeneration. You're going to want to make sure that you use traps and sticky bomb to zone the enemy around you so you can force them into a direction you want them to go. And for the final tip, you're going to want to load up stopping power as much as possible because the knockback and the slow on them is massive in this particular matchup. Okay, so now let's start off with this first duel and really emphasize how powerful landing traps are. So let's break this down. So the duel starts, he rolls forward, and I do miss that stopping power shot. Now, immediately I take out my Rapier and try to get a Tondo stack and a quick evade lunge into a riposte. So he charges, he misses, he uses the Path of Destiny, and I do get hit by it. He also reaps me in, but I dodge out of the second hit. I get another Tondo stack, and as you can see, every time the Tondo ticks onto him, my abilities come up way quicker. He also misses the dodge due to an evade. I take out my Rapier again, try to get a Tondo. I miss, unfortunately. He times my riposte perfectly and doesn't land the attack, so I'm dodging around him. He also I get a shot off.
Get hit by anything.
I get another Tondo stack on him, so now he has 3 Tondo stacks. And at this point, I have no riposte, no evade, no Tondo. I also have no traps, so right now I need to buy time until something else comes up on cooldown. So I'm going to back up.
Any stuns or anything? He just doesn't get hit.
I evade immediately, and thank God I did because he was going to reap me and end the duel. I evade. I go for a Tondo. It does miss. He's slightly out of range. I whip out the musket, throw down a trap, and he does miss the charge. I go backwards. I get a headshot. Just to show you how much damage we actually did in the double headshot combo. He was at about 50% health. Headshot, headshot, duel over. Pretty much, if you land a trap onto your opponent, the tide of battle is going to flip drastically. You're going to get a lot of health, and they're going to lose a lot of health due to scent of blood. So let's continue on to the next duel. We have our power shot loaded up. We do hit him with the power shot. And as you can see, just right off the bat, we only landed 3 shots in a row, but we got the power shot off, and it knocked him back, and now it's slowing him. It feels like we're miles away from this guy. We got a power shot off, we got an instant reload, and another reload. So now that's 3 shots in a row. I throw out a sticky bomb. He goes for a Path of Destiny, so I dodge to the left of it. And at this point, I know the sticky bomb is on him, and I don't want him to try to dodge out of the animation of the explosion. We throw the sticky bomb, and I'm going to try to play aggressive here. I think I can finish him off with the sticky bomb and evade lunge forward combo. So he reaps me in. I'm getting aggressive. I riposte the stun. Perfect timing, but once again, a really good player will know to dodge out of the way of the riposte. So he anticipates it, dodges out of the way. I'm backing up. I'm trying to zone myself. Also, I'm about 5 to 6 meters away, so I take out that Rapier, get a Tondo stack on him. I thought I was out of range, but he does hit me with the stun.
No, that hit me?
Now, just from that one heavy attack, he did 2,900 damage almost 3,000 health, which is a third of my health in one swing. So getting hit by a CC chain by these melee fighters is going to be absolutely deadly for us. So I do back off. I throw out another trap, and it does land. I get the headshot. I go for the instant reload due to tactical reload. I miss the shot. He rolls out of it. Now he's on the aggressive side here, so I'm going to whip out my rapier and try to defend myself. Try to either dodge out of the way, maybe get a Tondo off. I don't know. Let's see what happens. I go for the quick Tondo animation cancel. I accidentally evade too soon to get it off, and he goes for the reap, and I riposte. The most perfect timing riposte. Stun him. Headshot. Good night. Now, this third duel is super important on why I play with Tondo now instead of Flesh. Let's just try to keep track on how much damage Tondo's doing in this duel. Duel starts off. I do get my shot off. He does charge. I immediately take out my rapier, dodge backwards, and get a Tondo off. It's already dealing damage. I avoid the reap in. Another Tondo is on him. I'm backing up. I'm trying to zone him with my traps. It's not working too well. I get another Tondo stack on him. Now that's 3 Tondo stacks. So I know that my evade, Tondo, and riposte are going to be coming off cooldown very, very quickly due to the 3 stacks on him. So I'm dealing some good damage. I go for the riposte. Once again, he dodges it. An amazing player, 90% of the time, is going to trigger it and simply dodge out of the way. We're backing up here. And we're trying to get to that trap. As you can see right at my foot right now, my trap is at my foot. I'm trying to bait him into walking into my trap. That's kind of like, I don't want to say my last resort, but it's just one of those things that's in the back of my head that I know that I can go back to that trap as a fallback option. So I'm dodging backwards, letting him think he could get me. He runs into the trap.
Got him.
I take out the musket. I get a headshot. And at this point, he's one shot. I have 3.4k. He's literally one shot. He reaps me in. I would say he probably has around 1,500. So now I'm one shot. I do get a lunge forward attack onto him. He goes for a Path of Destiny. Doesn't get it off due to the Tondo bleed killing him. By the way, the timing would have killed me. I didn't have any evade, so I wouldn't have been able to dodge it. I would have died right there. Now, let's go over how much damage my Tondo did in that duel. Now, just the damage over time of Tondo in that duel did 2,851 damage. If you want to do the math, go do it yourself. I did it frame by frame. And also the basic flat damage off of just the ability, 2,299 damage. Coming in for a combined total of 5,150 damage just off of Tondo. Tondo is also reducing the cooldowns on everything, and it's giving me a ton of stamina in the entire fight. Moving on to this fourth duel, you want to try to play around your traps and sticky bombs effectively. Let's break it down. We do land the stopping power. Immediately, I dodge backwards and go for an instant shot. I miss. I dodge backwards again, load in a stopping power. So now I got my stopping power ready, locked, and loaded to go. I hit him again with the stopping power. So before he's really even gotten to me, he's already half HP. I get a lunge forward attack. He does hit me with the Path of Destiny and the Reap. I'm backing up. I try to get like a sneaky little heavy attack in there. He does dodge it. He does the Whirlwind. I try to avoid that as well. I riposte the stun. I'm playing around my trap, making him go around the trap. And at that point, I threw my sticky bomb to the right of the trap. So now, obviously, he has to go left all the way around. So now I'm forcing him to go all the way around. I'm going for the lock and load procs. I go for a Tondo and the explosion. He dodges them both in one swing, unfortunately, which sucks. So he dodges them both. I'm going to try to play a tiny bit aggressive here. Once again, I go for the riposte. He dodges out of the way of that. And he goes for the charge. I go for the Tondo. And at this point, we're both one shot. I know that I have a Tondo stack on him. So I'm just trying to get the hell out of there. I'm trying to run, and hopefully that could finish him off. I'm running. Evade, Tondo.
Oh my god.
End of the duel. In these last two duels, I'm pretty much just going to be showing you a situation where almost everything goes right for me. I do almost everything in perfect unison, using everything that I've learned after dueling Q Frank, the best person on the server, for hours. After learning everything and putting it into practice, this is what it can look like when you fight very high level players. Get the stopping power, double shot off. I'm playing aggressive here. I'm making good use of my dodges. I'm evading. I'm doing very well. I riposte his stun, dodging out of the way of his attacks, dodge out of the reap animation, hit him with the lunge and a Tondo, dodging backwards. I'm getting loads of stamina from my Tondo. Throw down a trap.
That's a nice trap. GG.
Double shot. GG. Now, moving on to this final duel. Just as important traps is for us, their reap is for them. So if they miss their reap, man, it feels like you can get miles away from them. Let's see what happens. I land the stopping power. I do get a shot off and avoid the path of destiny. He thinks that I'm going to play aggressive because I've usually been after that. He misses the reap. I get another shot off. And at this point, I have all the distance in the world. And now I can play aggressive after I've gotten a lot of damage off on him. He's got about a quarter HP. I'm full HP. I think I can get rid of this guy. I have riposte up, Tondo, everything. I use the riposte. He dodges out of it. I hit him with the Tondo bleed. He's down for the count again. I also had a trap I could have ran into to maybe, you know, fall back on that as well. Now, listen, ladies and gentlemen, I did not win every duel in this series, not even close. There were points where when I was first dueling him, I was losing 95% of the times. But as the time went on, as I started learning and putting what I did in practice, I started winning 5, 6, maybe even 7 duels in a row. Now, this is Q Frank. This is one of the best duelers on the server, if not the best. He just won the tournament we just hosted last week. We're going to be hosting another one every single week Friday. The next week that you all are going to see is going to be a 2v2 tournament, so you make sure you guys tune in for that one. But I am absolutely in love with this build. I'm going to be putting out an in-depth guide specifically on this build coming this week. I hope you all enjoyed this video and got something out of it. If you guys like this content, let me know below and leave me a like. I would love to keep making videos like this for you all. My name is Sky from the Comeback Kids. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.